Wow. Damn.
Thank you.
Damn. You don't fold under pressure, huh?
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's not like the NBA Finals out here?
I might miss a 3, but you know, I make more than I miss.
Does it? No, seriously. Do you
cool.
ever get like nerves in this kind of thing?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
100%. There's I think the first time I played in this, I was after my rookie year. I think I like blacked out for 3 straight days, and then came to after it was all over.
Right.
Because basketball is more fast-paced, and as you know, like
You're just
I can flow. It's like I got to stand over a ball and think.
Yeah, right. It's a field goal kicker when you're out here. That's what I always say it to. Thanks for doing this because
sir.
like this might be the coolest interview I ever did, man. I'm on Steph Curry, okay? There's so many things I want to ask you. I mean, I knew you grew up as your dad playing just like me.
Yep.
First thing is, I'm just interested, like, you play golf. How many rounds are we gonna play? Like, you gonna go all summer long where you play casually?
I play in the summer probably 3 times a year. I mean, 3 times a week, sorry.
Right.
I do have 3 kids and a beautiful wife, so I don't play as much as I used to, but it's always my kind of like getaway from basketball, just to be outside. During the season, we play once or twice a month.
Okay.
So I heard Larry Fitzgerald plays like 300 rounds a year.
Is that right?
I'm trying to be like him, though.
Damn.
One day I want to be like him.
Well, all right. So when do you get back into like basketball routine? I'm gonna start getting in the gym and shooting and doing all that.
I think you know, in today's game, you're always in it.
Right.
Just your routine changes.
Yeah.
So even after the season, it's more of a mental like refresh and doing stuff to let the body recover.
Right.
So I'm in that right now, and then in about a week, middle of July, I'll start getting back in like in the weight room and type of stuff.
Yeah.
And a little after that, I'll get back on the basketball court.
You get back on the basketball. So you take a break from the basketball court for a little bit.
Yeah, just how many games we play a year, and you know, the past 5 years, obviously with 5 straight finals, that's almost an extra season and some change. So, got to make sure play to the longevity that I want in my career.
Do you feel like a pressure or like anything from the fact like you've opened up to this, you're like this savior for this new generation of like my little boy, okay? He knows he's not going to be 6'8" and have like a 40-inch vertical. I already told him.
Right.
I said, it's not going to happen. You're not going to be like LeBron. That's not happening. But you've given like another generation of kids hope, like as far as, man, if I can just work and be like Steph Curry and dribble and shoot and do all that, do you feel almost like a
100%? I think
responsibility there?
I've always had a responsibility just for how I like carry myself, how I play, the attitude, all that type of stuff.
You're amazing at it.
I mean, obviously nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes and do whatever, but in terms of understanding that there are kids like when I was playing, when you were coming up, that you can look up to, being in that position is surreal, but I respect it and try to nurture it. Outside of that, I don't try to do anything abnormal. Then I'm, just try to be myself.
Try to be
but
you.
in terms of like how I play on the court, like you said, shooting is universal. Everybody can pick up a basketball and do this.
Yeah.
It might not look pretty, but they can try it.
Yeah, and that
not everybody can go
like
to
as
a
much
10.
as they practice, but
not everybody can go to a 10-foot hoop and, like you said, try to dunk and do all that type of stuff.
Right.
But just you got to work at it. That's like everything.
If you go in the gym for a workout, like how many shots are we throwing out? Like if it's like, okay, it's getting close to season, it's late August, September.
That's about 500 makes, but that comes in all different varieties in terms of, just regular spot shots or off the dribble. We get really creative with our workouts in terms of trying to just experiment. Yeah. Because that's how I play, with the like creativity in mind and trying to not let something I do for the first time happen in a game. Right. But muscle memory takes over when you're shooting that many shots, and any great shooter, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, my dad, my coach Steve Curry, they all know the same kind of vibe. It's just can you be consistent with it? When
did you know when I was growing up, I wanted to be a quarterback, and I knew I had talent and all that, but I remember my dad, like my freshman year, he's like, in freshman year in high school, he's like, oh, Christopher, you throw it as hard as, blah, 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 starting quarterback in the NFL already. And I was like, oh, whoa, okay, I'm that good. Like, when did you know, oh, like, I can really shoot, like I'm next level shooter, or I have a chance to be something?
The shooting part was when I was 9, because that was the only reason I was on the team. I was a zone buster, so every time somebody would put a 2-3 zone, they pull me off the bench and like shoot them out of it. Then I go right back to the bench. So I knew like that was a skill set of mine that I had, and I was confident in it.
Right.
But in terms of like any type of vision at this level would happen was not until college, where you play in a tournament, you play against all those big time schools and small school of Davidson that we had, and we compete and play well. That's when you start to really build that true confidence. And then in the NBA you kind of redefine yourself a little bit. Right. My partner just hit a great shot.
Way to go, partner.
Come on, good shot. Love to continue this interview after I hit this beautiful 7-iron.
One of the things I find funny, like in all sports right now, because of free agency, but everyone's, Iguodala's mad. I saw you just on the practice range with Iguodala. Like, it's just funny how the fans kind of make it more than they don't. Well,
there's great storylines, and the NBA is so popular right now in terms of because there's so many personalities.
Yes.
Guys changing teams, and that's great for the league, I think, in terms of making it an all year round deal. There is a little, as my coach would say, a little soap opera vibe where stuff gets blown out of proportion. And social media gets a hold of things, but I like where we're at in terms of guys. Obviously the talent level and the skill level all across the league is what it is, but there's some personalities that don't mind getting out there.
Is it weird for me to say that I'm going to root more for you now that KD's gone? And it's not even personal against KD, but it's like I almost was like at times like, gosh, this is unfair. You guys are so good. And now I'm like, I'm almost like, oh, good, I can root for the Warriors again.
That's what winning does, right?
Right, it does.
I like that conversation.
Yeah, okay, I bet you do.
People feel that way about us as a team. Obviously, we're a different team now, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are one of the most special teams I've ever seen. All right, were you give me the real, because I know I'd be pissed if I had to take a flight from Shanghai to New York.
That's where I say it gets a little soap opera-ish, where it's not that big a deal in terms of 15 hours is a long time in the air, but in terms of just, again, free agency is crazy. And
is it true, you literally found out on the going down on the plane? Did you find out that he had made the decision, Durant, to go with the Nets?
It all happened the way it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
The guy making a decision, and for us, that's what I told him when I met with him. Everybody's going to try to nitpick and break us down and kind of devalue what we accomplished the last 3 years.
Right.
Can't really play into that. We did some special stuff. He's moving on. We're still going to be brothers.
Yeah.
And part of that is, that's how you switch. That's the stuff you remember when you look back at what we were able to accomplish.
I realized the bond was strong, I feel like, this year in the playoffs, just the way Kevin was in the locker room waiting for you guys, or when he got hurt, you would walk in the tunnel with him. That's when I was like, oh, okay, this is really real.
I mean, when you're playing in those type of environments and games where you're in the finals and you want everybody healthy, and it's tough when they're not, but you do it together, and the amount of time that we invest into that journey, it gets emotional at times, and that's part of it.
How long does it take you to get over a loss?
I mean, it's always tough. I always think about it and remember it, but in terms of just being able to move on,
you're not waking up in the morning thinking about it anymore.
I'm not tormented by it at all. I would have loved to have won, but
you'll be back.
It is what it is.
All right, we'll leave you alone for a second.
Here we go.
Hit it.
Sorry. Oh.
All right, so the last thing I want to do with you, anonymous locker room stories. I've been going around asking guys about crazy, I had a story of a guy pouring hot soup on another guy because the guy always throws soap on you, as you walk out of the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Then you go in. So one of the players warned, you do it again, we're fighting. And he did it again a few days later, and he come back with a hot bowl of soup and bumped on his head, and they fought. You got any good locker room story? You don't have to call anybody out, where you just go that is unbelievable that happened.
I had a vet, actually it happened to me.
Right.
When I was a rookie.
Right.
I had my phone, mind you, I'm dating my now wife at the time, and I'm going on a road trip, so I need my phone. I would stay in touch.
Right. So the vet did this to you?
The vet did it to me, so we're about to leave. We finished practice, we're headed to the airport.
Right.
And he knew where my phone was, and he knew I always put it in this little pocket in my backpack.
Right.
And so after practice, I go get in the shower, put my phone in there. We're kind of late, So I'm hustling.
Yeah.
He knows after I get out of the shower, I'm probably not gonna grab my phone.
Right.
Takes my phone, locks it in in his locker. I don't know what the code is.
Yeah.
I get all the way to the airport and realize I don't have my phone.
Damn.
I get off the plane in Oklahoma City. Not only did he make me leave my phone at home, so I had to go to the store to get another one, he sent me on basically a 2-hour errand run to go get video games and snacks.
What?
And
That's not even
this is
funny.
before Uber or Lyft. So
You're like calling.
I'm in the taxi, yellow cab, straight, and pay for everything. I mean, that's just a headache, just because I feel like it's so unnecessary.
Right.
There hasn't been anything embarrassing or anything like over the top in our locker room besides a guy putting one of our rookies' cars on blocks and then hiding the tires
all over the facility.
So
that's pretty good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I used to have to carry Warren Sapp's bags to his rooms. He'd throw a 20 on the floor, and I'd pick it up every time. I'd have a can of Skull on me, but he called me his road. That's what he would call me.
I got you.
Yeah, so that's not appropriate. Yeah. I understand, but that's what he called me.
It's not PC, but it's a nickname. You gotta own up.
He called me road or it was one of the two.
It's 2019. That'd be,
I know. We might have to cut that. We're not sure if that'll make it. But, hey, thanks for your time.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it. Good luck.
Fine.
Keep kicking ass, man.
Thank you very much.